Hi, I'm Dr. Lissa Rankin, and this is for all you overfunctioners out there. I don't love the term overfunctioner because it implies that there is an underfunctioner, and whenever we're talking about relationships, we don't want to set up, one down, power over, power under imbalances. But you kind of know what I mean. I'm talking about the people who give too much, who over caregive, whose mental load is heavier than you can handle, who is not delegating other responsibilities well enough, or you're delegating and things still aren't getting done. So you tend to just jump in to try to handle it yourself because it's too much conflict to try to rebalance the labor of daily life, for example. These are the over caregivers, the often women, but sometimes men, who give too much and are often what we call RelationSick. This is the title of my next book, which comes out in May of 2026, called RelationSick. So this isn't healthy for the body to overfunction. But I want to talk specifically about how when we are in recovery, when we're overfunctioners in recovery, and we start getting better about our boundaries and we start speaking up more about what we need and we start making requests, and somebody else actually maybe listens because maybe we're in couples therapy, maybe we're reading books together, we're on a relational recovery program together, and somebody actually picks up a little bit of the slack. Let's say they do 10% of what you in your ideal world would expect. And instead of acknowledging and noticing the 10% and being like, oh my God, thank you, that 10% is so appreciated, we're like backlogged from all of the resentment and bitterness and exhaustion and burnout from overfunctioning, that if anybody takes like 2 steps forward, we're like thinking of the 100 steps that have not been made yet. And we can actually kind of go on the attack or get hypercritical or fail to validate and acknowledge the small step that someone has made. So this is just a call out to, I'm absolutely guilty of this. This is a call out to those of us who do this to remember that if what you're wanting is more balance in your relationships and less overfunctioning on yourself, the more we can actually receive and let it come in and appreciate and acknowledge and validate the small efforts that someone might be making to take some of the load off of our plate, the more likely we are to actually get more of the same. So just notice that if somebody is actually doing what it is that you are asking them to do, that's not a good time to go on the attack. That's not a good time to carry all the past resentment and bring it in because, they've taken the first step and you're wishing they'd go a mile. So just remember, even if you can only validate 10%, 15% of what they're doing right, this can be really helpful. I learned this from Terry Real, the founder of Relational Life Therapy, and I felt completely busted when I heard about this. So try it and let me know what you think. Please put a comment in the comments, and if this is helpful, please subscribe to this YouTube channel, and we teach more about this in the Relational Recovery Program, Internal Family Systems Community of Practice Love School, which you can find at lissarankin.com. Thanks so much for being here with me, and please feel free to pass this on to any other overfunctioners that are not great at validating when we're actually getting a little bit of what we want.